All right. We're back at Revelations. Revelation. Chapter 2. I'm going to start verse 25. It says, but that which ye have already, the truth, hold fast till I come. Right, don't forsake the gospel. Don't give up the true understanding of the doctrine for other doctrines. And hold that until the Lord come back. How do you know the Lord is here when he comes back? When you see all them so-called UFOs flying in the sky. The great invasion. As you get beamed up. Hopefully, Lord willing. But that's when the Lord returns, when it says every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him. Like the sun shines, I forgot the precept. But you're going to be able to see it. You're going to be able to see the Lord. Everybody's going to be able to see the Lord's return. He's not only coming to America, but the Middle East is going to be packed with chariots also. And the Lord going to have a mountain as a chariot. So that's going to be something to look forward to. The movie Independence Day. But the chariot of the Lord going to be way bigger than that. But it says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Right. He that overcometh the hell to come, the tortures to come, the beheading, the pestilence, the purge. That's why they made the movie The Purge, to show you what was coming. The movie The Road, to show you what was coming. The movie with Denzel Washington in it. What is that movie called? They even showed you the role of the women. The woman. How she wanted to tag along with Denzel Washington. How she wanted to tag on. What was the movie called? I Am Legend is not like, yeah, it's kind of like that. People are going to be, cities are going to be quarantined off, left empty like that for sure. Because diseases, militias, things of that nature. So that's kind of a good movie to refer to a certain degree. Give me 1 second. Let me figure out this movie. The Book of Eli. That's the movie. Those are movies that you want to get in your spirit right now. Because those are things to come. This is back in Revelation chapter 2. Verse 25, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Right. Going back to getting that crown, receiving immortality. You're going to be a king in the kingdom of heaven, ruling over the nations. But you're going to have to keep the truth until you're delivered. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. Right, so we're going to be able to fuck the nations up. For all the hell that we done went through all these centuries, we're going to be able to get payback for that. Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Right, they put us into slavery. We're going to be able to put them into slavery. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. They use various weapons to kill us off, man. We're going to have spiritual power to kill them off. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Right, so our people supposed to know this. That the heathen that put us into captivity are going into captivity. The fact that they killed us the way that they killed us, how they treated us, we're going to be able to do that to them times infinity because we have spiritual powers. Except it's going to be within the law. We're not going to do no homosexual nothing. But beat their ass, kill them, stomp them out, bring them back to life. Throw them in pits, feed them to dogs, whatever the case may be. We're going to have all that power. To dragons. And our minds is going to be open. Our imaginations is going to be wild. See, we're closed-minded right now because we only acting out and living out what has been shown to us from Esau via his television and things of that nature. It's like a form of mind control. But the Lord is going to really open our minds up in things in the kingdom of heaven. To what real rulership looks like, what real rulership is. Different methods of torture and terror. You know, living and things of that nature. Psalm chapter 149 verse 6. Well, I'm going to start at verse 2. Psalm chapter 149 verse 2. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and the harp. With the timbrel and harp. For the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. We're going to have a two-edged sword in them days to execute vengeance upon the heathen. Right, we're going to be able to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. That's captivity. The Lord said they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. The Lord will put his anger upon us to do unto these heathen nations. The Lord sat by all this time watching them punish us and then forwarding the affliction. The Lord knows everything that they did, the secret things, etc. And we're going to be able to get back for that. Psalms 149:8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Right. So, you're not going to be able to have a choice. You think you're going to be able to hold hands with these crackers and these other heathen nations and take them into the kingdom of heaven with us? No, they're not getting on the chariots. And when the dust settles and we got to put them in captivity, you going to put a foot in their ass. It's going to be written within your spirit. You're not going to be able to go against it. There ain't going to be no options if you trying to save and hide Billy from the rest of the nation. Run up into some forest or some shit, like some Hunger Game movie or some shit. No. Them devils going into captivity. Them chinks going into captivity. But this was back at Maccabees. The second Maccabees chapter 7 verse 31. And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of the Most High. For we suffer because of our sins, and though the living God or the living Lord be angry with us, a little while for our chastening and correction, because that's what we're going through. That's why we have gotten these curses upon us throughout these generations. Yet shall he be at one again with his servants. But thou, O godless man, and of all, he cursing them out, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High. But thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty, who seeth all things. Same thing I was just saying. Through the Spirit of Shah. I got it from the gospel. For our brethren, who now have suffered a short pain, are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shall receive just punishment for thy pride. But I, as my brethren, offered up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching the Most High that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou by torments and plagues mayest confess that he alone is God. And that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon our nation, may cease. Then the king, being in a rage, handed him worse than all the rest. That's the young brother, the youngest, and took it grievously that he was mocked, right? Cut his spirit up. That's what happened when you speak the words of the Lord through the spirit and power of the Lord. The Lord said, I will put in your mouth what ye are to say. And that's what happened in this event. So when we on them deathbeds, or when the brothers, whoever going to be on them deathbeds, the Lord going to put it in your spirit what to say, or you might not say nothing. Yahweh Shai really didn't say nothing. And that was King of Kings, Lord of Lords. But this young brother had a mouth full of stuff to say to these fucking heathen, man. Verse 40. So this man died undefiled and put his whole trust in the Lord. Last of all, after the son, the mother died. Let this be enough now to have spoken concerning the idolatrous feast and the extreme torture. So this is what brothers got to prepare for, man. Yep.